So man, I got some heavyweights up in the building, man. Shit, I'm the rookie of the game right now, man, up on screen, man, compared to these cats, man. So look, man, first Woodward Sports, man, heavyweight, man, Speak Easy Sports and Thawed Magazine, man. So one of them is Jeremy Jackson. So Jeremy Jackson, he from Thawed Magazine, When Life Talks, Sports Talk, and also got Woodward Sports, man. Easy, man. Y'all can check him out from live Monday through Friday, from 5 to 7. www.speakeasysports.com, man. Y'all can find all the merch out there. That was y'all slight introduction, man. So starting off, man, let's see, Jack, man, go ahead and man, tell them who you is and how you rocking.
Man, yeah. I don't mind. I'm gonna ride it out first, man. This is Jay Jack. Most know me as Jay Jack out of Saginaw, Michigan, currently in Arkansas. So
Yeah.
salute strong El Dorado. You know what I mean? So Thawed Magazine, Thawed Magazine, of course, the name magazine. We've been covering artists for 20 years, actually. Started in
Yep.
2004. But I started my first magazine was the Hype Magazine. This is my
Mm,
second magazine, Thawed Magazine. Also Thought Media and Capital, which we got, of course, the podcast you named, When Life Talk on Wednesday, Sports Talk Texas on Thursday, Sports Talk on Saturdays, and my magazine features on Tuesday. So Sports Talk, we do the Sports Talk because we was one of the first groups on Facebook with a Sports Talk group. It's
yeah.
nearing 13 years right now. So it's been 13 years for that group. And what that group was I got tired of arguing on other people's personal pages. It's basically a little bit about, me and what I do.
Easy, take it away, bro.
What up, though? I'm Easy. I'm from Woodward Sports, more specifically the Woodward Heavyweights. Like Mike said, we're live from 5 to 7 Monday through Friday. I started out in my basement though, like throughout quarantine, man. That's right when it happened. At the time, I was training jiu-jitsu, and a lot of the MMA fighters, like, they're the only sport active. So, and a lot of them weren't even doing anything too. So I had easy access to a lot of athletes that weren't doing too much because of the COVID situation. So that helped kind of like put me through. And obviously, people invite whoever on the podcast. Like, if anybody else out there want me on the podcast too, hit me up, man. I love doing this. This is how I came from. So I appreciate it. And Mike, I appreciate you inviting me on. Nice meeting you too, Jay Jack.
Same here. Salute to
Yeah.
you, brother.
And I appreciate you too, man. And shit, even starting off, man, like you said, man, and that, we gonna get to it, man. Even with starting off, man, like I know you brothers, man, like y'all busy, man. Y'all got a lot going on, and I appreciate y'all for coming out. But let's just get back
I'm about to
into it,
rip.
man. So y'all ain't reason. We gonna get into sports and everything, like, you know what I mean, y'all job right now. But for the giddy up, man, we just gonna lighten the load a little bit and give y'all just, you know what I mean, y'all flowers at the same time, man. So
Man, salute.
so the first couple of minutes, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. We gonna get into the sports shit for sure, for sure. You feel me? For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
But
no doubt.
I just want to, you know what I mean, let the people get a feel for y'all, man, because when y'all on screen, man, we got an agenda, you know what I mean, and I commend y'all, man, for everything y'all got going on, man. So, like, man, before then, man, let's just get into it, man. So, how was y'all come up, Jack? Like, how was your come up just coming up in Saginaw?
I mean, I love Saginaw, Michigan. You know what I mean? I was born in Arkansas, but all I
Mm-hmm.
knew was Saginaw because since I was like two or so. So it was
Yeah.
good. You know what I mean? We come out some people say the poor areas, ghetto areas. I was lucky enough, you know what I mean, to have good parents. My dad was a real street cat. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? If you had a Nintendo, you was rich to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back then. So, you know, I guess a lot of things led me to what I'm doing now. Uh, I went to Michigan State for like 3 years, ran track, um, was rapping. I remember Reggie Garnett, rest in peace, and Ike Reese and all of them. You know what I mean? I was with the football team a lot. And they used to be like, man, if you keep going, we're gonna put some money behind you because I used to freestyle and flow and all that. So,
Mm-hmm.
we started doing studio. My guy connected with me and was like, man, I want to put you in some music. You know what I mean? At that time, I was still kind of 1 foot in the street, 1 foot trying to do right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I mean, about 97, 98, we put I'm showing my age on there, but 97, 98, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We put a
Yeah.
CD out, you know what I mean? CD out was in Sam Goody's, Circuit City, back in the good days. You know, you go in there and find your CDs in there. And
Yeah.
we did shows for like,
the good old sound scan. You know what I mean?
man, the
Where
good
numbers
old
really
days.
counted. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
numbers really counted, but them cats still was scanned. They was swiping too.
Yeah. They were scamming back then too.
You
Then
know,
still.
you know, easy,
Hey,
same thing. You know, they swipe and put it in the warehouse and try to sell it on the street. Hey, I ain't gonna divorce too much out there.
man. Hey, so easy, man. Tell us about like what was your come up, man? Like right before we get up, like before your on screen presence.
Yeah. Basically, I was working at AT&T doing sales, and then from there, I had a little situation with like an ex gone bad. It went real bad, so dipped out of there. Started doing mortgage for a little bit, and just still
Mm,
dealing with that issue. Long story short, got some trouble through it, and when I got home though, it was like it was nothing of my doing. You know what I'm saying? So sitting there in the courtroom and like just listen to this judge like speak on me as if I'm like just like this wild ass dude, and like none of this shit
yeah,
was true. But yeah, I'm going to like
yeah,
doing my little 45 days for. I'm like, this is wild, man. I had a good ass job. I had the reason why I was beefing with the ex guy. I got another girl pregnant, but I decided, man, honestly, I don't mean to get like religious on here, but just God told me to go be with my son, and it's before I even knew the
yeah.
kid turned out about my son. But
And
that's why that
and that's
situation. Where go ahead.
no, go ahead. And that's
Oh
what
yeah.
I was actually thinking about, man. Like,
Mhm.
sometimes that's what actually bring the best up out of us, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I actually, man, being a team player, man, even when you ain't even up in the game or just trying, man. Like I said, I'm the rookie up on screen right now. So I actually, and that's a good point, man. You said you came up off of during COVID, man, up in your
Yeah.
basement, man. So
Mhm.
I actually want to ask you, man, and I'm gonna ask you that to get to a further point, man.
Uh,
So having a voice, man. We are argumentative about sports. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And you know what I mean? It's just us, bro. So
Yeah.
how does it actually feel on having your voice being heard and speaking volume like an algorithm? Because basically we listen to what you're saying actually with the sports. Like, you know what I mean? We all got the voice for it and we could all argue about sports all day. But what actually got you to the point where actually your opinion counted?
Man, honestly, I think throughout the whole process I went through was just pursuing it, you know what I'm saying, and being about it like constantly. I mean, the way like I mean, you're doing it right now, Mike. I'm saying reaching out to me, reaching out to J Jack, like, hey, I got this podcast, would like to have you on, because like now we know about you. You know what I'm saying, so you got something on our
Mhm.
timeline pop up, whatever. Like we might share it, follow it, or speak our opinion on it, but like really just being hungry, because like what I was saying, like whatever. When I got home, Kobe had died too, and like he was another dude
Yeah.
that like preached like hard work and stuff like that too. It was just it's crazy. I felt like Kobe gave so much to the world for like God to take him like that. It's just like your next day really isn't promised. So I just started pursuing everything with like that, with a passion, man, like a Kobe level. Honestly, I became obsessive about it. Like I'd gotten like 2 little jobs in between then before before this took off with Wilbur Sports or whatever. But like my heart was just in the game. You know what I'm saying, I wanted to make this work because like that was I wanted to spend my time on earth with either my son, which I love, or doing what I
Mm.
love. You know what I'm saying, so like that's truly what I was chasing, man. Was that, and I mean, I guess I'm thankful to God that it all worked out. But the jiu-jitsu place I was going to, the owner knew Stick at the time for Wilbur Sports, and we kind
Okay.
of up, and I made like a couple of like edits or whatever of like some of the stuff they were saying, and like putting my spin on it, or like doing something funny, because I'm always clowning up there or whatever. So
Yeah.
it got their eyes. They invited me in. Originally, it was as a video editor, but like again, I told them like, look, I appreciate this opportunity to like be with the company. Like it is doing sports, but I want to speak sports. You know what I'm saying? Like I could like, because it wasn't paying me enough to like just be there doing video editing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm either gonna like go down this road, or like I'm just out. And I appreciate the
And you
opportunity.
took a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so like it was really like risky, and maybe to some people at the time it seemed ungrateful. I rubbed some people the wrong way, but that's how Kobe was too. Like look at all the arguments he got in with his teammates like that. He just was hungry. He just wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? So like that's
Yeah.
where I was with all that shit. So I just kept that mindset, man, and through like thick and thin. Like there's some times stuff that look too straight, but again, I don't know if it's my own arrogance or just really God just talking to me, but he just kept telling me like, don't be scared, just like I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like keep going,
Yeah.
whatever.
And
So,
and J Jack, man, I'm gonna ask you the same question, man. Like having like everybody, you know what I mean, having a voice, man. What actually gave you the point where you actually felt like, man, your voice could stand out or even be heard, or you wanted it to be heard?
I mean, it's since it's been so long. When I was doing music, and I remember cats would recite my lines, or I go to the
Hmm.
mall, you know what I mean, and the cat would come and say, "Hey, ain't you so and so?" And I'm like, at first, coming out of Saginaw, you're always on guard, so they'd be like, "Hey,"
Yeah,
and you'd be
yeah,
like, you ready for what's up?
yeah,
You know what I mean? So they was like,
yeah,
"Hey, hey, ain't you?" And they wrapped the line. I'm like, me and my dog look like, "Hey, we got to look comfortable." Like, "Oh, okay." And they was like, "Hold
yeah,
on, I want you to see something." So I'm like, I'm still weary. And they went to the car and they drove off playing my music. And I was like,
yeah,
oh, it was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like people really listen, even though I don't think I can't really see them or I don't know who actually got it. It was,
mm,
something. So at that time, I gave up rapping around when I was 25, 26, somewhere in that range. And at that time, Saginaw wasn't getting a lot of media coverage. People wasn't pushing our artists or businesses or such, you know what I'm saying, in Saginaw. Detroit, Flint, they all got the love, but Saginaw
yeah,
wasn't getting as much love, you know what I mean?
mm,
So I created the magazine to try to promote more. And it was called the
okay,
Hike Magazine, which really was a prototype. But when I started pushing it, people in Canada was, "Hey, you got you a passport to come over here or South Africa?" And I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute," you know what I mean? So it was spreading out. But
yeah,
long story, it was another magazine. I ain't saying no name, but we was close in name. So one time a guy on Twitter posted it, and he tagged us both. And I was like, oh. So at that time, I started getting into the business mindset of not just wanting to be here and being
yeah,
heard or being read. I got into thinking business. So Thawed magazine, I did like 3-4 years of just trying to study names and trying to see a name that wasn't out there. And, and I went to Michigan. I moved to Arkansas. I went to Michigan and it was like I was cold. And I was like, man, I got to thaw out. And I was like, Thawed. And you know what I
yeah,
mean? So I looked in the
yeah.
mirror and I was like, Thawed. So I immediately went to YouTube, Instagram, Google, all of it. I'm putting in the name. I'm seeing nothing. I was like, that's it. So,
And do y'all think like, man, it was like I mean, that was y'all turning point? Because I always say, man, like the TDFA, excuse me, what was your TDFA moment? They done fucked around moment, man. And even like with this, man, like they done, you know what I mean? Like it has to be some man that just tick up in you, man, and just it's really for the positive, man. So like, what was y'all turning point up in like everything that y'all was doing to just say, okay, even with this, like, cause this with the sports, right? There's no guarantee, man. Y'all ain't get up in this, man, or just the media period. Y'all just didn't ever get up in this and say, man, tomorrow this gonna change,
mm-hmm.
and it just happened just like that, man. So even with me, man, I want to know like what is like some of the tips, man, that you could just tell people about just their dream spirit.
I don't
man,
know. Easy, you want that?
shoot, like I
I,
said,
I
like
got 30 minutes. I might as
yeah,
well
yeah,
go for the gusto, man.
Hey, I'm good.
um, like I said, through I think one thing for me, really what it was an interview specifically with Glover Quinn, the former safety of the Lions. And like I knew GQ as a Detroit Lion. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was cold. I knew he had like led the league in interceptions and all that stuff like that. But I didn't know like, him as a person, his come up. So like when I finally got him in the podcast and he was telling me like he was never really highly recruited. He came from junior college and from junior college to like whatever, I think it was Mississippi or something like that afterward. And
Yeah.
then to like the draft or whatever. I think he may have been undrafted. But either way, like from that to Pro Bowl, All Pro, like it's just but I listened to how it's kind of like you asking now. He's like, I just kept my head down, like it was just a passion driving him. It was like just blind like fury. You know what I'm saying, and in a way that just woke me up. Like, damn, that's what all it takes. Because like at that point and then on to, I've spoken to enough people where like that similar story was just the same thing. Like, yeah, I just kept my head down, kept grinding. I just kept my head down, kept grinding. With Kobe,
Yeah.
grind. You know what I'm saying? So like really that's the truth of it is working your ass off. And like, I think to be able to work your ass off to your full potential, you got to be passionate about whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think you just got to truly find that passion for you. I mean, because there's going to be down moments too. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it wasn't like I woke up yesterday, I'm on Woodward Sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting fired. My best friend, he's still my boy, but my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Like my girl talking to his girl, trying to tell him to get me, like, to go get another job. And I'm like, no, fuck that. Like, I'm doing this shit. This shit's about to work. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't got faith like I do. But I know I'm making this shit work. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't work for nobody else right now. I'm doing my shit. And it's just,
I think that's what it takes too, man. It take a stranger. First, I think it take you believing in yourself.
Yes.
Then it take the fact of the matter of you believing that the people that you think don't believe in you ain't. You know what I mean? And then the fact of actually, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like you got to go outside your realm, man. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm learning, man, right now. Because like I said, bro, it's not even been a year. It's been next month will be a year, man. But I'm just learning, man. And there's people like Jay Jack, man. There's people like Wilbur Sports, bro. Like, I ain't got a sports edition, but it's just me trying to bring notice and two people that's you know what I mean, spotlighted. Why don't we just, you know what I mean, we helping each other at the same time, man. So I appreciate everything that y'all doing, man. But even with these questions, now it's time to get into the real sports shit, man. You feel me? Not an argumentative section of everything that's going on, man. So I mean, y'all tell us y'all team. Obviously, man, I'm a Lions fan, man. You feel me?
I think we all is.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So
so light up to the Lions.
Hey, man, so you know what I mean? We gonna be up in the den, man. So what do y'all think about the Lions? Let's talk Lions news, man. So with the Lions news, man, we got Charles Barkley, which actually said that he was actually going for the Detroit Lions, and he a real Dan Campbell fan. What y'all think about that?
I think a lot of people gonna jump on the bandwagon as far as that. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Oh yeah. Being a Lions fan since I was a little kid, you kind of
and that's what I was thinking about. It's sort of like, man, it's sort of like them times where, like, man, when the Lions lose, I lose. That was always the Lions. You know what I mean? Way, like, when they lose, I lose. You feel me? But
see,
now
I'm thing about it is, oh, my bad, bro. Well, I said the crazy thing about it is a lot of people left the Lions because they were losing and they wanted somebody to be a winner, so they go with other teams that was winning.
Right.
Nah.
So so now all of a sudden it's like, man, you got to be a Lions fan. You got to be a true Lions fan. Don't come on the bandwagon now. You know what I mean? Now that we winning, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what it is, what it is.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate it. So I want to ask y'all, man, who is your favorite Lions player, man? Like now on the team right now, before we get to the OGs and shit.
You talking about on the team right now?
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean, a lot of them. I mean, there's so many younger players. Which right now, my favorite ain't even a team. I mean, a player is Brad Holmes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, just the way he built it. We've been arguing for a while that this the way he built it. And I used to get mad. I think I left a comment on Woodward Sports one time. Cause shout out to you, Easy, because I will admit that, you know what I mean, I do watch y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I check y'all out here and there because being a sports guy, I go and look at Sports Talk Detroit too. I go and look around and you know what I mean? So Cats was up there talking about we need a free agent. We need this. I'm like, man, chill out. You know what I mean? He building it the right way. You know what I mean?
And that's what I was
thing.
gonna get to, man. Like cause I think he is, man. Shouts out to Brad Holmes, man, cause he doing this thing, man. But it's just like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like it's something about Detroit. It's just something about Detroit. You gotta be a Lions fan to know. You gotta go through the losing in order to win, man. We've been so far down, and there wasn't nowhere to go but up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I remember, man, you know, the Lions, man, got a good place. Sports in general, man, and I want everybody to know, like the Michigan sports, like you know, being a Michigan man, you know how they say Michigan man, and everybody like, what the hell is that? But you got some of the greats, man. Not even just out of Saginaw, man, but you know, being in Michigan, period, man. You know, And I was thinking about that, like, damn, man, some of the best athletes, man, come out of Michigan, man. And
Yeah.
and it's good, like, to actually see. You know, remember when the Lions was actually playing at Saginaw Valley, practicing summer, you know what I mean, at Saginaw Valley, man. And I got a chance to meet, uh, uh, shit, who was that, man? All the players, man, was at Myers, man. And it was like one of those, like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, man, you know
It's a
what I
real
mean? But
moment.
it was one of those, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Now to see where they finna go. And we ain't even in the championship, man. But what do y'all think, man? Are we overhyped? That's the question I want to ask.
No,
Mm.
no, I
Yeah.
don't. No, hell no. Like,
Yeah, that's what I said.
like it's like last year, bro. They started 1-6. You know what I'm saying? With like a newer coaching staff. Actually, I think everyone in that staff was new to the position. AG
Mhm.
never been a DC. Ben Johnson never been an offensive coordinator. Dan Campbell
Yep.
is after the second year as being a head coach. They started 1-6. Young team
Yeah.
had every reason to pack it in. On my show, I'll admit we were talking about drafting Bryce Young. Like, it was looking
Yeah.
bad, you know what I'm saying? But like to
Yeah.
turn that shit around and like
Yeah.
they caught dubs against the Giants who made the playoffs, won a playoff game. They catch dubs against the Jaguars who made the playoffs, won a playoff game. Like they were beating like winning teams. You know what I'm saying? They weren't just like beating up on the cupcakes, you know what I'm saying? So like and to come
Yeah.
back from 1-6 in the process of that, like to have that turnaround, that's real. That's real. To have the
Yeah.
Brad Holmes, like J Jack said, salute to him, but like to find Amon-Ra St. Brown in the fourth round, that's real. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
That's real.
all those kind of gems that he's finally freaking what's his name he brought over though, but Charles Harris, finding him. Like that's
Yeah.
real. And that's like real tangible evidence. This shit's legit. This ain't no fucking
Yeah.
fluke, you know what I'm
And
saying?
then, you know, another, I was thinking about, man, Marvin Jones,
Mhm.
man, for some reason, bro, like, to me, bro, like, for him to come back, bro, like, man, he
Show you.
sold Detroit, bro. He
Yeah.
Detroit to the fullest, bro. And like that's one thing, man. Like, even though he left and came back, bro, I was still rocking with him when he was in Cincinnati. But just like what he bring, and then just that fire, bro. Because even when we was going through bullshit losses, bro, he was playing. But now
Yeah.
it's not like what I feel now. It ain't just one person that you could just stand out and be like, oh, this person actually, everybody's actually starting to step the fuck up, man. You
Oh
feel
yeah.
me? And they
Yeah.
dogs, bro. So I actually
Yeah.
like that. But outside of the Lions, man, who y'all think is the next team that's like hungry?
Nobody. The Lions.
Straight up, man.
Straight
Hey,
up.
but I thought
Yeah.
about like they say the Panthers, man, but then when we seen them and how we smacked them up in their mouth, man, like shit, I don't know. So
I mean,
This
the
is preseason,
NFL is the
be careful.
NFL. The
it,
NFL, the
it,
NFL is
it
always some. It's always somebody coming up. So, but
Baltimore, I think Baltimore,
Baltimore, yeah,
they
I
got
don't
a
know
they
if
got
it counts because they were in the playoffs and they won a playoff game last year, but I think Jacksonville's about to be a problem. I think Trevor Lawrence.
Jacksonville, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Can't count
yeah.
out Cincinnati. You know the AFC always tough.
Mhm.
You
Uh,
think so?
yeah, the AFC always tough. You know what I mean? It's
I mean,
they
yeah, yeah,
Kansas
yeah.
City,
They got the best
Kansas
quarterbacks
City, the
always.
Bengals. They bet the best quarterbacks. You know what I mean? So it's always tough right now. When I was younger, or when we, younger, I don't know all the ages, so I don't want to tell mine. But
Hey man, I'm a little like
well,
30, man.
yeah, I'm
I'm
almost.
special, man. I'm 38
Uh,
special. You
I
know what
understand.
I ain't too far away from 50.
Hey, but that's good, man. You know, like I said, man, you've been doing this for 20 years, man. And you know, like I ain't gonna say you the OG, but you the OG. You feel me? You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
you you
yeah,
is the OG. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what
I
I mean?
appreciate you.
Not to be Papa thought. Papa thought.
Hey, I don't
Yeah,
mind though. You know what I mean? I don't
I
mind
feel it.
because I spent a lot of time when I was in Saginaw only thinking locally. Like when I first started the magazine, it was just going around blocks. You know what I mean? So now when I go to Texas or go to Louisiana, I just left the label. Took 15 mags up there, took some in Louisiana. It just showed I want the younger cats, they don't have to go through that. You know what I mean? They can look now, there's so many tools now that they can cut through all them years that I had to go through. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing.
And like we keep using that word, man, blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Like And it is, man. So what do y'all actually think? Like outside of sports, man, because you know you still got to be hungry for this shit. You got to be a
Mm-hmm.
dog. Even if you watch sports, man, you could be the nerdy dude and sitting around. You want that in you. You want that spice, that funk, that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even with this shit, man, like man, you gotta like how Easy said, you gotta put your head down, bro, and be a dog with this shit, man. So you learning
Mm-hmm.
every day. And like me being a rookie, man, up in the locker room with the heavyweights right now, man. So what could y'all actually give some tips for even for me, man, or just for just a little you out there?
Oh,
We can
I
start with J Jack. I
oh
forgot there was
I
two people on.
I mean, short and simple. I mean, just embrace all the tools you got. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Embrace all the tools you got. I remember I'm still embracing them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Right now I can reach where I have my late I post you if you seen it, I post on my last page about 27 states I done been touched. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
how many people done looked at the magazine, the website, thawedmagazine.com. I can reach out. I did
Mm.
interviews with Direct Twister homeboy. So you can reach so many people without even going anywhere. You just got to embrace that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could tell cats honestly, like when I used to do interviews, I would have to hold the phone and record it and then type it out. You can copy and paste
Man.
now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so those type of things, I'm here to be able to tell people those things that we used to have to go through and say, hey man, embrace what you got. Don't take it for granted. So if you're young cat, and you got these tools and you're not hungry and advancing and pushing for it, that's kind of an inner problem. You know what I mean? So you got to look at why I'm not getting out there. You can't say, oh, I ain't getting the support when you can reach New York and California with a push of the button. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You can see it. I see New York cats post something. Well, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Just think about that. When Bone Thugs and Harmony just got their street named after them, I wrote an
Hmm.
article about them, and I went right to the Ohio pages and started posting my website in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people
And
from Ohio can see it.
yeah.
I ain't been to Ohio in years, but I can touch people in Ohio.
Yeah.
So you got to
Yeah.
embrace it, and promote, and don't worry about what others think, because a lot of people might not see your vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might not see where you going with it. So then
And
when they
Easy.
see it, oh no,
Oh.
I go, yeah, my bad. I just want to say, when they see your vision, bro,
Mm.
just take it as it is. Don't hate. Don't just embrace it, because a lot of people be late to the show.
Yeah. And Easy, what about you, bro? Like even with your trials, man, like how you said, man, you just had to figure it out. Like do you second guess yourself?
I mean, like I mean, I guess yeah, everybody does, right? But like you
Mm-hmm.
it's like bro, I mean I hate to keep bringing up Kobe, but like how many shots is his ass putting up? You know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Hell yeah.
saying?
See, that's what
Like,
I was saying about like
yeah,
that dog mentality,
you
man.
miss 100%
You
of the
feel
shots
me?
you don't take. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you can't
Yeah.
You miss it.
beat the
Yep,
game winner if you ain't shoot the ball. You know, so like you gotta.
'Cause I ain't gonna lie, I started off with that
that's true.
Brian Gumble status, man. You feel me? I was just telling J Jack yesterday, the other day, like, bro, I don't go live. I just, you feel me? I be up
Yeah.
on here. Hi, I'm Brian Gumble. I'm Michael Donald. I'm like, you feel me? After a while, it's just like, bro, you know what, man? You feel me? So
Yeah,
we
I
just
mean,
gonna
don't be
ride
scared.
the
You
waves
know?
with it, bro.
I think one thing too is like it's kind of like Jay Jack was saying, like you gotta recognize your vision,
Yeah.
and you know, like not everybody's gonna see it because it's your vision. It's not theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So like, I mean,
Yeah.
put it out there and like that story I said with my best friend, whatever. Tried to like, I could tell he was just speaking through his girl was speaking through him, like, hey, you should get this job, yo, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, like bump that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you gotta do, and then learn from the mistakes. And he said too, he posted his Bone Thugs and Harmony article to Ohio pages. Like, be smart too. Like, don't just post your
Yeah.
shit everywhere. Go to a sports page. Go to a Detroit sports page. Go to a Lions.
Hell yeah.
I'm saying like, I'm in a Cincinnati Bengals group. You know what I'm saying for I forget who I had on. You know what I'm saying? I had a
Yeah.
player on. So like, you gotta be smart
Yeah.
about it. And I guess if you do take an L, be humble about it. Don't be scared to tell yourself you got to work harder. You know what I'm saying? It's just
That's what's up.
yeah, man.
That's
For real.
what's up, man.
That's 100.
So
That's 100.
we got a couple of tips and shit before I let y'all go and shit, man. But I mean to ask y'all, man, like we got a lot of like with the players and shit, man. So I was asking y'all, did y'all see a lot of this? I think it is our biggest addition to the Lions this year.
Woo.
Probably CJ, probably.
You think so?
You know what?
His leadership, trash talking, his leadership, everything.
I think
he bring.
they got Branch. The answer might be Branch at the end of the year. I'm telling you, man, like I gotta do this stuff every day, and every day there's a story about Brian Branch come up and practice every day, bro. And then,
every day. I love him.
Like
that's what I was gonna say, man. You know what I was gonna say, man? Like, actually, man, watching his face, bro, like, even when he got drafted, though, like you could see like that uncertainty, but like then, that dog attitude, like, oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. That's
like,
perfect.
You feel me? It's like the light
hey, look,
on, like, man,
obviously they didn't believe enough to take him the first round, but he got his head down. He's like, oh, I'm gonna show him. I'm saying I got that.
Man. So you think that's like the Lions mentality, man? Like, you know what I mean? Coming from all of these losses that we done took, man. Do you think like,
bro? That's why because bro, I feel you. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you to your question already. I can read you before you even finished it. That's Brad Holmes. I love Brad Holmes and what he do. You can look at it. Look at Jahmyr Gibbs. They are questioning his draft position, all about what he's not gonna do. Jack Campbell questioning his draft position. He ain't gonna be able to do this. He ain't gonna be able to do that. Brian Branch, late. Broderick Martin, or late round. He ain't go, and he was so happy about being drafted. Everybody he got something. He got a story behind them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a blessing. We saying blessing, but it's great to see. After seeing Matt Millen and seeing Patricia and seeing all of these cats that ran us down, it's good to see a guy that actually real calculated about his moves and getting 3 starters out of each draft, bro. Every year, I'm looking forward to the next draft.
And that's what I was thinking about too, man. And I said C.J. Mosley. I meant C.J. Gardner-Johnson, man. My bad. But you know, man, just sitting back, man, just thinking about it, bro. Yeah, and it's everything. We always came into the effect, bro, of actually just seeing one player on the Detroit Lions, and we always did that for years, man. You know what I mean? One players we always banked on you know what I mean, Barry Sanders, man. And then we did that, and then it was Calvin Johnson, man.
Now we got a team. It says like refueling, like every year is refueling with new starters, and like real quick too, to the point of dogs. Like I think the reason why he's so good at recognizing them, bro. Do you guys know Brad Holmes used to work at the fucking car rental place? Like that's what he. Like straight out of college, he was working at I want to say it was Price Car Rentals. You know what I'm saying? Like doing car rentals, and then from there, he didn't make it as a scout right away. He was doing marketing. He was doing PR. It was like Brad Holmes the ground from a car rental place. They finally got us for the door as a PR guy. Then from there, obviously, I don't know the specifics of it, but obviously became a scout, and then from then on, then forth. But like, he got that
your research.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's what I was gonna say. So that's what. Yeah, so that's how you got to where you was at, man. So you I mean, you argumentative because you do your fucking research, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I always tell a cat I ain't gonna argue with you unless I know what I'm talking about.
Yes, yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And that's big shit, man. And I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here in a few minutes, man. But before we do, man, so we already got to the Lions overhype. What's the biggest addition to the Lions upgrade this year? What do y'all think we missing, man? Like, just to be honest, man, if we looking at the drawing board right now, man, and we saying like, all right, well, we got this. Like how you said, man, we went defense, we went a little offense, man. But what do you think that we actually missing? We'll start with Easy.
Probably my alarm might go off real quick. I apologize. I knew it was coming. Anyway, some heavyweights, man. Some big heavies. I mean, like I think obviously they drafted Broderick Martin to be that. But this is rookie year. I mean, we don't know what he is going to be for sure. I have high hopes for him, even if it's just like a rotational guy. I think he's definitely capable of doing the job that drafted him to do. I don't know how consistent he'll be with it, but I mean, Chris Jones, you know what I'm saying? If you're listening, Chris Jones, Brad Holmes can make you happy, man, here in Detroit, but
too much money.
Yeah.
Hey, I was thinking that that's one thing that Detroit don't do.
Looking at today.
If he already a disgruntled employee, man, we don't need none of them, man.
Yeah, I put him in the same. I put him in the same category as T.J. Hawkinson. I was upset when they traded him, but I thought about it and I'm like, I understand.
Yeah.
I wanted TJ.
Look, listen.
Same way I want Chris, but
a defensive tackle in the middle had 15 sacks last year, bro. As a defensive tackle,
no, he was a beast.
Crazy. I mean, like it's a pipe dream, but I think a interior defensive lineman and probably some receiver depth too. I think they keep talking about. I'm looking at the cornerback room away from that being scary too.
I'm hoping Aleem McNeil become that guy. Aleem, I'm hoping he, because he's been grinding, lost weight, put on more muscle, about the same weight, but more muscle. I'm hoping that he make us not worry about it, because I know we wanted that guy that went to the Eagles. I forgot his name because he ain't the Lion. Carter. We wanted him bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm hoping Aleem McNeil can solve that issue. I also like what's the guy next to him? The defensive tackle that Bugs Isaiah Bugs.
Isaiah Bugs,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm hoping one of them, because our defensive ends right now, we deeper than we ever been on ends. Houston and Aiden, and it's so bad to Romeo and Julian might get cut. So
yeah, we getting to that point. I think we just need, like, look, with running backs, it's like it's just way too full. What do you think about Teddy
Bridgewater?
It is what it is. I'm not mad at it. It's like a move you had to make. Nate Suffield's ass. I'm more excited for him.
I was just I'm happy you said that. That's what I was. Hey, you talk about Kobe. But hey, that was just my no look pass for you to. You hear me? Like, hey, I Suffield, bro. I hate to say it, man, but damn, man. But I appreciate y'all for coming out. I don't want to hold y'all up too much, man. But before we get up out of
one more thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
In our sports talk group, shout out to Tony Jefferson, because we over 3,000 deep in the sports talk group. It's a private group. But Tony, we used to give him a hard time because all he used to talk about was, even when Stafford was there, was we need a backup quarterback. We need a backup quarterback. We're like, Tony, stop it. We need a quarterback. We like, you worried about a backup quarterback. So we had to show Tony love, man. We like, yeah, you got Bridgewater now. You can cool off now.
Hey, send me an invite to that group, man. And
oh yeah, we definitely got a link, bro. I'm gonna write an article on this, Mike Donald. Bro, I'm gonna write an article on it and definitely post it and give y'all the link. So I appreciate the opportunity first and foremost. Shout out to both of you. Much love.
And, shit, man. Like even before the shout outs, man, that's what I was just gonna get to, man.
My bad.
Good, man. You know what I mean? Before the shout outs, man, I wanna give a big shout out, man, to Kadeem the jeweler, man. Y'all go check out Fremont Jewelry, man. Like, that's my boy, bro. He me every day with his pieces, bro. It's real, like, man, he doing custom shit, bro. So y'all go check. Outside of that, man, the Lions, man, I want to give a big shout out, man, to what they got going on, man. And Cam Sutton, man, big ups, bro. You feel me? For what he got going on, man. And we at the Lions game, man. The Falcons and the Lions, man. So we gonna be there, man, tailgating, and I'm be up in the game, man. So shout out to him, man, for everything he got going on, bro. CJ, I love, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I appreciate it, dog. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's just NFL players in general, man. Like, I couldn't even get a motherfucker take me to the store if I needed to. You feel me? But for a motherfucker to follow me and just do everything that they doing, bro, I appreciate that, bro. And that's much love, bro. And outside of that, man, well, that was just my introduction of shout outs, man. So Thawed, man, what you got? Any shout outs you want to give, bro?
Yeah. I just want to shout out anybody that's checking us out, that's watching our podcast 4 times a week. People that's sharing it, India Brazy, Deborah Carruthers.
Yeah,
Man, it's so many that be sharing it.
man. Shouts
I
out to
don't
her.
want to miss
Yeah,
no
she
names.
showed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She showed a love. She showed a lot of love. We had more people like her, man. The whole world would be just great because she shared
Man, and that's
and
the same
shared and
thing.
shared.
I was actually, that was one of the people I was talking about, man. It's people that, man, you just never meet, man, in life, bro, that actually
Yeah.
just, and you got ties with it, man. And she actually put me up on you, like, yeah, I
Oh
did,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
And I
Hey,
was
she
like,
promote us
damn.
heavy.
Yeah, so
She,
man, and that just be the whole point, man. And it's one pride, bro. I appreciate y'all, man, for coming on and shit, man. The
Mhm.
Lions is like that's like, man, it is what it is. It's like the Lions hold some shit up in my heart, man. That what I mean,
all of us.
Charles was
Yeah.
like, so you know what I mean. But
Mhm.
everything that was going on, man, I still want to show love. And besides that, easy, man, go on, take it away, man,
Yeah.
for your shots outs, man.
I just like J Jack said, I none of this would be possible if nobody like actually listened to us. So shout out to everybody who's listening. Shout out to everybody who's listening to this podcast right now. Rock on my guy Mike Donald, or anyone who's here from listening to me, and anyone listening to J Jack. Check out
Yeah.
Thawed. That shit literally means the world. And the shout stick for giving me opportunity over there at Woodward Sports. I guess, yeah, man. Shout out Mike for having me on, and shout out to Wilbur Heavyweights, live from 5 to 7, Monday through Fridays on Wilbur Sports. Check us out. YouTube's probably our biggest platform. We got a phone number too, man. So if Mike or whoever's listening, you want to call in and you want to go at me, you want to
Yeah.
go at me, like it's always open floor, man. I love when people interact. I like hearing different thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you just think you're right all the time, like you gotta take an L. You learn from L's. You know what I'm saying? So like
Oh
I
yeah,
invite
yeah.
all
You go back to the drawing board.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. 'Cause like, okay, yeah, I never thought about that. And now moving forward, you realize the situation similar to that from the last time. You're like, okay, well, that's probably not going to happen because of this. Like right now, everyone's thinking Joe Burrow's hurt. No, he's waiting for that money. What was happening? What was the conversation we had before Joe Burrow? May heal
Yeah,
so quick when he
man.
gets that money. I guarantee it. Well, yeah,
Hell yeah, man. So that's what's up,
Yeah.
man. Yes, man.
I
I
smoke.
appreciate both of y'all for coming up on the show, man. And y'all go check out J Jack, man, for everything that he got going on, man. And then y'all go check out Easy, man. So once again, bro, one pride, man. This Mike Donald from TDFA. They done fucked around. I appreciate both of y'all. Go check out both of their platforms, bro, and what they got going on. And then check me out, man.